Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Hmm. Yes, yes.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, yeah. Have you sent any message to our Honorable Vice Chancellor? As you said that he will join, no?
Yes, he will join. You can also send him. I sent him yesterday.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, Sayed.
Good morning, Professor
All the
Gajes.
best.
Thank you.
Hmm.
We are online and recording also. I'd request all of you to be patient for another couple of minutes. We will start.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Namaste, all of you. I welcome you all to this training program. That is Emerging Technologies in Agriculture. In the recent time, in Asia, all the youngsters are looking for an opportunity to learn the emerging technologies. For example, with the buzzwords of AI, ML, all the agriculture students want to learn, but they don't have that much opportunity. One reason being the fear of computer science and mathematics background, they do not possess it. So recently, we had also a session in Nepal, and from there, the students requested to have such a training program. This program will be online for some sessions, and we also like to have on premises also few days after giving probably a training kits in the later stage after the initial training program sessions. So my name is Syed Ismail. I'm an agricultural engineering graduate, rather I would say agricultural graduate. And I look old, but from 1979, I started working in electronics in agriculture. So, and today also I'm working on that. And today we have collection of 3 institutions. One is a Purvanchal in Nepal, the students from the university. And then we have VNMKV Parbani students are there. And also DY Patil College of Agricultural Engineering and Technology. I like to thank all the students who have joined here. I will be leading, but there will be a lot of other trainers in this session who are from agronomy, horticulture. We'll try to bring in all together to teach you, fill in the gap, to give you guidance about what is the possibility for emerging technology to help Asian agriculture. Now, in this context, starting, today will be around 1 hour 15 minutes, 1 hour 30 minutes, the program is a first session. We'll also learn about what is ML basics also. After the introduction sessions, we will do it. So first, I would like to, for a welcome speech, I would like to invite my guru, my professor, Professor Gajan Singh, who had been, like I told you, 79, he allowed me, after having worked in solar energy, to switch to electronics and control systems. And I'm thankful to a lot of people from AIT for what I have learned, what I am there in the profession, linking all the disciplines. So I would like to request Professor Gajan Singh to say a few words to welcome and motivate the students to learn this new technology. Thank you, Professor Gajan Singh. You have to unmute.
Thank you. Thank you, Syed. Can you hear?
Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Well, I did not expect this that I have to speak, but let me say today I'm a student and you are my teacher. So I will. I like to just not say anything now. Only thing I'll say, wish you all the best, and I hope the students will appreciate to learn all these new technologies. And please be very frank and open and don't hesitate to ask questions, because idea here is to really a open dialogue, and you can suggest the topics also for future, what should be discussed. Thank you and wish you all the best.
Thank you. We are expecting another important, the Honorable Vice Chancellor. I think he has not yet joined. So I will take him after he comes. So I'd like to request the President of NSAE, Dr. Jeet Chand, to say a few words.
Good morning and namaste everyone. First of all, I would like to say big thanks to Dr. Syed, General Secretary, Triple AE, our veteran Professor Gayendra Singh sir, Vice Chancellor Indra Mani sir, all trainers, resource persons, and attendees. Actually, it is a big opportunity for younger agricultural engineers, agricultural science students, and all other students who will uh, use this opportunity to learn what are the emerging technologies, not only in India and Nepal, but also in throughout the world. Many technologies in developed country, in developing countries, many technologies are developing, and our farmers are getting benefited from those technologies. However, as Dr. Syed told, in student life, it is really difficult to know, to learn, to get opportunity of training in those emerging technologies delivered by industry persons and professionals. So, in collaboration with industry, academia, professional sector, it will give very fruitful, informative, and productive information to students. In this direction, I think Dr. Sayed has initiated excellent initiative. Last time when we met in Kathmandu, he had already promised he will visit in Nepal also and share his knowledge, contribute to our younger generation engineers and agricultural graduates. I'm so happy knowing that he started initially in online phase, and hopefully after some time it will be in person or in physical also. I would like to wish this program will bring a positive changes, will give positive messages, positive knowledges to our students. And once again, thank you so much, Dr. Syed, and all resource person from Nepalese Society of Agricultural Engineers and from my side also. And Dr. Syed, I am just informing you that from this Tuesday to Friday, our university, Institute of Engineering, Purvanchal Campus Dharan, has appointed me as a visiting professor. I will give 5 days training course there in person about engineering research methods. So nowadays, university they are also using those persons who works in industry and professional, so that our friends, our students get benefited. Thank you so much, Sayed. I will also join this. I will also join this session. Hopefully, how long I don't know, but I will join. Thank you, sir,
Thank you. Thank
and
you very much.
wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Jeet Chand. It's wonderful to listen to you all the time. And I'm still waiting for Honorable Vice Chancellor Indramani. In the meantime, I'd like to invite Dr. Suhas Patil, who is the Dean of D.Y. Patil College of Agriculture, Engineering and Technology.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Dr. S.B. Patil, working in D.Y. Patil Agriculture, Engineering and Technologies, Sunday. We are also running a small agriculture engineering college, and we are also taking many efforts for the students to make them sure about the new technologies, emerging technologies through various field visits and even expert lectures. But I think today's this opportunity for the our students will be a great opportunity to interact with the experts and many of the faculty members and with the new technologies in agriculture. For the students, actually, this is not only a just academic program, but it is an opportunity to interact with the experts on the different innovative technologies. We know that the current agriculture cannot survive with the traditional technologies. We have to switch over to the innovative technologies. So in this lecture, I'm extremely happy and privileged to be a part of this, and my college students also are participating in this workshop. This is a really good opportunity. I thank from my bottom of heart for the organizers for organizing such a workshop as well as for inviting our college also. Wish you best of luck. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Patilji. I think we should not forget the people who are behind this to start. I would like to acknowledge Dr. Sachin More of VMNK Parwani. If you are there, just tell
Yes,
two
yes,
lines
sir.
about you, please.
Yes, sir.
You can open the camera if possible, otherwise you can speak.
Yeah, I don't know what was happened with my camera.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, good morning, sir. Myself, Dr. Sachin More. Now I am heading the Department of Agricultural Economics, VNMQV Parvani, and I am also working as an technical officer to Director of Instruction. And recently, Honorable Vice Chancellor has given one responsibility that coordinator for the Professor of Practice, through which we are managing or we are coordinating and this activity. I am very thankful to these stalwarts from agriculture engineering that this is the first kind of exercise that university is doing. Especially with this professor of practice, and on behalf of our university, I am thankful, sir. As I am a man from agriculture economics, we know that whatever the improvement is there, it is because of only two things. One is the technology and another one is the input. And nowadays, the contribution of technology is more than 60%. It was the era where the input leads the growth. But now we all know that the growth is leaded by the technology. So rightly stated someone that the role of technology is most important in enhancement of the productivity. So we are really thankful to you that you have introduced these kinds of courses, especially to the agriculture. Sir, in latter course, we will be seeing that these courses must be placed in curriculum also at the undergraduate level, even it is of agriculture or horticulture or fishery, any kind of science, sir. So with these words, I am thankful to you. Just now I received the message from Honorable Vice Chancellor. He just has came from the field. So within 10 minutes, he will also join, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Economics is very important. That's one of the topics we are going to train also.
Yes, sir.
Because,
Yes.
actually, the whole thing comes into techno-economic viability
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah, yes.
technology. We will
Yes.
cover it.
Yes, sir.
I would like to next acknowledge Dr. Praveen Uke, who had been really instrumental to bring the students from DY Patil College. Dr. Praveen Uke, if you're there, few lines.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I'm here, sir. Me having some issues with the videos. Yeah, sir, I'm very much thankful, sir. Dr. Sayyed, sir, Dr. Indramani, sir, and all the authorities who are giving us these big opportunities to attend this session, sir, because it's a current days. It is most essential. We knows what is emerging technologies, but we doesn't know how to use these technologies in our daily life just to improve the agricultural sector. So thank you very much, sir, for giving these opportunities. Thank you, sir, and all the best to all students and faculty members also. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I would like to acknowledge only, maybe they will join later on, Engineer Setu, who I think many of you know from Automation Agriculture webinar series. He is joining us from Pune. He is arranging this event also. And Mr. Vijay Patil, who is our long time, he is a fighter for agriculture in Maharashtra. He is also joining us. And we have Mr. Tamil Shelvan assisting this program. I'd like to thank all of you. And we will invite Vice Chancellor. When he joins, we will give him stop the presentation and allow him to speak. So I will start with the first session. Thank you. Sorry for the mess up happened. It happens the first time. I think now we are on track. I'd like to start this session with a few lines from the great soul, Dr. Mahatma Gandhi. I would call the earth, the land, and the water are not an inheritance from our forefathers, but on loan from our children. So we have to hand over to them, at least as it was handed over to us. This was told 80 years back, probably. I think what he says is we should keep the land, water, our environment as it is intact to pass on to next generation. We have to ask this question, are we doing it? Or at least are we working to go ahead in this line? With this base only, we will have the training program. Also with technology must help us to preserve our soil, water, and the nature. This is the AI-generated image. I will put first itself, AI-generated image is wonderful. Today, all the students are using AI. Yesterday, somebody was mentioning to me, an industry leader, that interviewing, he gets around 60 pages report from the students who are coming for the job, but you find not a single line they understood from there. So we will try to solve that problem by explaining the basic principles. Then you know where to look for what is the application, because that information has to come from experience. So for example, what is it today? What we have the dream, what we call as the emerging technologies. So you look at crop advisory first. So crop advisory, for example, what is the planting time? I mean, when to seed. This is very good, especially in rain-fed crops. And Maharashtra is doing quite well. And I know I'm following University Parbhani also notifications on how planting time, they shift 15 days ahead or later based on the rain. That is working very well already. Next is fertigation requirement crop advisory can say. For example, you have used drone, satellite, whatever may be. You say how much the plant requires the fertilizer or nutrient. This is what the second, what people say they are giving. Third one is they say how much water you have to apply to the crop based on many factors. What is the water available in the soil and how much is the evapotranspiration, and plus what is the water availability at the plant stage, which stage the plant is there. Next one, they give crop advisory on pest infection and treatment. I mean, there is a lot of people are working on it. Many entomologists, plant pathologists working on pest infection treatment with AI models. I read a lot of paper being also coming for review on this particular aspect. So they think they can tell the farmers to show which type of pest is coming, what type of chemicals to spray or how to combat them. Now, whether the plant is ready for harvest, this is some of the advisories. So you know exactly when to harvest the plant. But it doesn't apply many places. Like for example, sugarcane is cut more than 1 month period in Uttar Pradesh, for example. Next one is very useful crop advisory can be the yield prediction. You can say how much from this particular field the yield will come. At the different stages, we go on updating based on the growth of the crop or biomass, what we call. This is also possible, but this has been not implemented. Otherwise, the governments will not have the problem to start importing or stopping exporting because it's not available. Still, we have the crop cutting, the oldest technique only throughout available. But this is one possibility that crop advisory will come. But that cannot help individual farmers as an individual alone, but it is actually of national interest. That has to be done as yield prediction. Resources advisory. This is another possibility. That is the soil health. There are claims that I can find out the soil health from satellite, from drones. which are, yes, questionable, possible, but soil health can be done also other way around. If you recall, the life expectancy in Asia was around 55 years before 30, 35, 40 years, and today it's 75.
What's up? Good morning.
Good morning. I will, after this slide, I will
Yeah,
call you.
actually, I was on field visit. So
Yes,
and Professor N.K. Singh Saab, the great plant biotechnologist, is also here. Actually, Dr. Sayyid Ismail, we are just conducting class for for the students from India and Nepal both. Right. We have a Asian Association for Kutch Engineers. So that platform, and he is our professor of practice. He is an industry man, a great agriculture engineer. Please,
thank you. Yeah, I will.
Professor
5 minutes, I will call you.
Professor Nagendra Kumar Singh, JC Bose Fellow, currently.
Yeah, I will call you in 5 minutes.
No problem. So I will, you just tell me.
Yeah,
after
5 minutes,
10
5 minutes, exactly 5 minutes. Let me complete this slide. Okay, thank you.
Or you can complete it. I will join in 10 minutes.
Okay, that's good.
Please,
No problem.
please. Thank you.
So, like I was talking about life expectancy, how we did, we made a lot of blood testing centers throughout, you'll find in Asia. So we find out what is the blood level, and then we give treatment to the patients or people. But are we doing the same thing for the soil health? Okay, this is a question mark. There are technology available. We have need people to work on this to find out the soil needs, what is required actually, the nutrients, only that much to be given to it. Water availability. This is also very good resource advisory. This becomes critical to see the canal water irrigation also. We have how much the water available and what is how much time it has to be given, because over giving water also is a problem. The productivity reduces drastically. We have seen in Maharashtra 2 years back. Okay, weather prediction. It's also very important. For example, you want to do fertigation, especially if it's applied on the top soil instead of root zone. If the rain comes, it washes away. So weather prediction is very important for many reasons. For example, if there is too sunny, then you have to give more water. Okay, we are not yet come to the stage, but this is a very good possibility of emerging technology. Not necessarily dream, like Einstein told, you have to dream, then only you can succeed. So we dream. These are all the dream we would like to see. We like to see how we can make this come true. Market advisory. This has started in full-fledged in Asia now in the last 4 or 5 years. So you can buy equipment, tools, all the stuff required for agriculture. Equipment means I include everything starting from pumps, starting from starter, starting from tractors, whatever it is. You can buy them online and you are able to do it with ICT technologies. Seeds and fertilizers also almost getting ready to market ready. People can choose. Here, unfortunately, only few suppliers are there for seeds and fertilizers. This has been a perennial problem, and we have to find means how to come through. Technology will help us in this. Traders and industry. This is trading is still a problem in Asia in many countries because you're not allowed free trading of the produce because of what do you call the government regulations to protection for the food safety, food security, all the stuff involved. Export also suffers to an extent, but right now it's improving with emerging technologies. Service advisory. This is what many people look for, like custom hiring centers. So always every expert says Asia has very fragmented land. We cannot do mechanization or automation. I disagree with it. It's not true actually. If you understand at the end of this sessions of 8 sessions probably we plan, you will understand it's possible to do. It's a question of how we put the application to it. So farm operation CHC is also used. Service centers. Service centers are very important. For example, of Maharashtra, where the tractors are serviced. Okay, the question is district headquarters. Many times taluka headquarters also difficult. So they are not available. 2-3 days they have to keep the tractor not usable for fighter, even tractors, for example. Even though tractors are not only equipment required for agriculture, we will know slowly in the programs. But service centers access through the emerging technologies, ICT technologies is one possibility. And another one is already government is doing, many governments are doing subsidies, government schemes to be applied through online. What you call, you can go for it. Even Maharashtra government has done excellent in Pokhara. For example, for the last 5 years, there have been very successful schemes directly also using the emerging technologies. Now, we have to remember this, all these ICT technologies can give only advice. They can tell you what to do, but we have to do it. It can tell you how much fertilizer you have to apply. We have to apply. So we need tools for it. We need systems for it. That is lacking for smallholder farmers. That is a key point for you youngsters to understand it and how to come through. There are many techniques which big companies are unwilling to do. And we have already developed a mindset that we cannot do automation in small farms. But think about Japan. It's a very small country. Think about South Korea. It's a very small country. How they come up. So we take examples from those countries also, instead of taking only from the countries which has large farms. Now, we will not cover in this, but here in the picture you see a drone, a satellite, GIS, and camera. I just put a normal camera, but most of the scientists are running after multispectral, hyperspectral camera. I have seldom seen them using it actually. To give you just an idea, these are all just measure the coloration or the reflection for a particular spectrum of light. I think it's not required for all the people to use it. And applicability is very less, we'll see. But other areas, there are so much applicability with them, even normal cameras. We will see some of the examples today only in that. So this is just a first one to see. And we will cover this one. Then I think Dr. Indramani will be there. What are the current challenges? Please don't think we are talking about stories only. We will come to the topic. We have the less farm income in Asia. This is one of the real problem. We have 80% of people here. You know, most of the 80% people are small landholders. Now, coming back to chemical application, whatever we spray, only 8 to 9% hit the target. That means they only reach the pest or the leaves plant. Rest of them go into soil, water. Don't we have to work really how to efficiently make it at least 40 to 50%? I think there is a great possibility, but seldom research is going on in at least to the countries I have seen. I think this is a good for youngsters to do. Most of the Asian countries use very high water application, 90% water. Now, you may argue 70%, some states. Yes, I agree. 80%, 90% water we use for agriculture. Whereas for drinking, we use hardly 2% of the water available. Actually, we really, it's a crime to use so much water. And some countries like Philippines already entered into water bankruptcy. So groundwater depletion is very high. So we can solve this by applying correct amount of water. Environmental pollution, agriculture 17%. We can fight through it a little bit, but I see it's a great priority. But first two, if we concentrate, automatically the third point will be controlled. Monocropping is a big problem because we use Western agriculture to produce with a high yield crops rather than diversity of foods, which Asia is very famous for diversity. So I think nowadays people are coming to diversity. So we need to look technology, how it can help to make diversity in cropping, which solves almost all the problems we are going to talk. Soil health, 27% of the soil is degraded in India. Therefore, yesterday I heard from the biggest soil scientist of the world, rather. And salinity, we have 12% already. So we have this other issue when you use emerging technology. We waste too much wastages. For example, banana in the northern part of India, 60% of biomass goes as a waste. Now, for example, if you have emerging technology, yes, you can use biochar. Biochar is one of the progressive rather than making a biogas. We'll come back to those topics slowly. In this session, training session, we'll involve a lot of experts from industry and other people who can give opinion about different avenues you can take, you can learn to become an entrepreneur in agriculture. And these whole sessions will not be towards engineering or some specific, it'll be for all general agriculture, looking at the farmer. A farmer has to know irrigation, a farmer has to know fertilization, farmer has to know what is harvesting. When a single farmer we expect to do all the job, I think we should be like him to at least contribute to the extent of different disciplines together. We have higher population dependent on agriculture. This is one of the issues all of you know. I think 50% around average in Asia comes. And of course, you can all find out from the AI agents, you can find out how much is other countries. We have a high cost of farm labor, which is common throughout the world because the younger generation want to actually have a class of life, like at least not equivalent to upper middle class, but at least middle class life, which our farmers, unfortunately, 80% don't have. Now, one more problem we have, insufficient advisory, where your emerging technologies can help very much. We don't have advisories coming. Like, for example, pink bollworm of cotton. Okay, if you see the cotton fields, we don't have enough advance notification going to the farmers that this is going to come. They can prevent some of them. So we need an infrastructure to have proper advisory on pest infection, whatever may be, whatever we talked in the first slide, we require all those things. Because this insufficient advisory only gives us either over or under production. One more thing is the advisory is also which crop to grow. Very important. See, if you imagine somebody making a vegetable, let's say about 10 acres, and another person is doing it 50 kilometers away, 10 acres, how will they transport? So already horticultural initiative be taken by the government, clustered approach. You know, our soils, flora, fauna, what we have, different terrains we have, and this actually supports us to grow a certain type of vegetation in certain terrains, certain areas. We have to utilize, that was the strength of diversity. And we cannot try to grow, for example, some particular fruit which is grown in China, we want to grow it here to see that this is better. Okay, this is something of drastic step to take. Instead of that, which the soil and the climate, everything accepts to a nutritious crop, to replace it with another one, we have to think carefully. That is where the advisories can help. Insufficient storage logistics is another issue. So this can be handled, even though, for example, I know a lot of godowns are given by even NABARD in India, but they are, whether properly utilized, underutilized, data collection is difficult. So it will help very much the advisories which are coming from other domain other than government domain will help very much in this respect. I would like to see if Honorable Vice Chancellor is available now.
No, sir. He will join, sir. I will call him.
Okay. Once he comes, tell me, please.
Yes.
We'll go to the next one. Is the which strategy we must adopt when we are working in agriculture. Okay, for example, what is a push strategy? You tell the guy, I have got 4 cameras in my cell phone. It's beautiful, it's very fast. That is a push strategy. Pull strategy is to understand what the farmer wants, farmer's problems, current problem, and trying to solve that. That is called pull strategy. Pull strategy is what today farmers need in Asia as well as throughout the world, especially Asia, very critical. For example, I give an example. I am not against all the work. We do a lot of research. We bring out hundreds and hundreds, thousands of patents every year. They're not applicable. The farmers are not adopting. The complaint from researchers and scientists is that we have so much patent, so much good work, but the industry is not taking up or farmers are not adopting. we can reverse that coin and see, is the farmer, does the problem farmer needs this right now, or what are his challenges? We already saw the challenges today the farmer faces. Does it address this particular one? For example, a farmer will be happy if you tell him he has to spend less on the fertilizer, less on water. 100% he'll go for it. There is no farmer in India or Asia will be unwilling for this type of proposal, which I can reduce your input, same output you will get. For example, so we have to adopt the pull strategy. All the youngsters think about what is his need, solve the problem. Don't give him some other solution which he doesn't need right now. Now, this is a very important slide, which is a SWOT analysis of Asian agriculture. A SWOT analysis you will learn in basic management courses, and I've seen some of the schools also teach for the last 1 decade. I have seen my daughter studied in such type of SWOT analysis. This is to analyze what is the strength.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
Honorable Vice Chancellor sir has joined, sir.
Yeah, just a minute. Dear friends, we would like to welcome the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Indramani. He has been behind this motive force, actually behind the welfare of the students. And I have seen him now for the last 4 years trying his very best to integrate the students as well as the faculty of not only Parbani, but rest of the Maharashtra. And that's one of the reasons this program is because of his push, rather, I would say. And the man of action, I would like to call Honorable Vice Chancellor Indramani. Please.
Thank you very much, Dr. Syed Ismail, a great agriculture engineer and our professor of practice, Secretary General of Asian Association for Agriculture Engineering, my colleague, Dr. More, and all. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
And all the participants, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to join this platform to address you. I'm Indramani, currently serving this great university, Vasantrao Naik Marathwada Krishi Vidyapit Parbhani, as a vice chancellor, and we have been doing so many activities for these new sciences, and this is one to create this platform. Recently we were in Kathmandu for that international conference. It was a great experience, and there was a request to visit agriculture engineering college, but due to paucity of time I could not visit. But there only I requested that today's technology should be used, and this online platform for helping the students. And Dr. Syed Ismail has been a pioneer in new technologies, new sciences, particularly engineering sciences. We all know, ladies and gentlemen, that future agriculture is engineering agriculture. All efforts are towards, making, application of engineering, new sciences, drone, and IoT and AI in agriculture. There is a wide gap actually what has been being practiced, what all is there at the ground, and then new sciences. So lot of training and skilling is required. That is most important thing we have to understand. And the AAAE and Vasantrao Naik Marathwada Krishi Vidyapit, all they want to bridge this gap. This gap means whatever is at the field, what level of knowledge and level of skill, and what is there, and what is expected. So, and the first step is that, okay, let us take this, new students who are doing at their bachelor's, because this is a stage where, if you want to teach them only moldboard plow, high road, and all, they will learn that. If you want to teach them AI and all other, they will learn that. Yesterday, we were there in Latur, Dr. Sayed, and there were first year students from different colleges who are in biotechnology first year. And our friend Dr. Nagendra Kumar Singh wanted to ask a few things related to genomics. And those students gave wonderful answer. And then he asked, where did you learn it? Then they said, in my intermediate. So now in intermediate they know, and in once they reach BSc, BC, okay, no, he's an agriculture engineer, so he cannot learn. So this is what I want to target, that in intermediate everybody is learning. That boy is saying, yes, I learn in intermediate. I know the genomics, and we feel that okay, if you are have started agriculture BSc, or agriculture horticulture, BSc horticulture, BSc agriculture, then you don't know what is AI. You cannot know what is so this perception need to be demolished. That is what my request with you all, and with our this professor of practice who are some others must have joined, and I congratulate and thank Dr. Syed Ismail for also taking lead in this regard, that many at many places professor of practice have been appointed, but direction is not there, purpose is not there, things are not clear how they would. I told in the first meeting that our secretary, principal secretary agriculture, who is again very techno savvy and engineer, and he's heading agriculture department of the Maharashtra. And he said, whenever you are having a professor of practice, try to give one course that should be taught according to their expertise, according to the, otherwise just getting and taking some lecture, just formal lecture or introductory lecture, that will not suffice. So that's what I conveyed to Dr. Syed Ismail, and he is the one who understand what is there on field. He is not basically from last many years, for your knowledge, if somebody has not told you, that many of the program, whether it is a POKRA of Maharashtra, or any assessment program, evaluation program, monitoring program, training program, he has been associated with. And that's why he has a clear picture what is required on the field, and what should be this student taught. And if we are teaching you today with the expectation that you will take this knowledge to the end user. That is, there are so many efforts in by government of India, government here in government of Maharashtra. We are the first one who introduced AI in agriculture. 500 crore rupees program. We are the one who have we have brought it a concept of AI cube, means AI innovation, AI cube, we call it AI innovation, and the center AI cube C. So AI based innovation center, and then there's another program called SIDSA. There also center for innovation in for sustainable and this digital agriculture. All those programs. So many of them I'm basically as a guiding. So I ask the industry and others also, please, if you are coming with some program, tell me where is farmer. So that is what Dr. Syed Ismail is very, very important, that where is farmer. So that we have to understand that farmer must be there, if not today, tomorrow. But this should be timeline should be fixed, that when will farmer come in the main program only. If you are not putting him at in this year's program, by next year it must reach to farmer. That's because until unless the technologies are not reaching to the end users, and then modality we can decide that how we will take. How we will take means in the sense there must be we must enroll, and we must involve this startups if a first step we are doing, then second step, those startups should be there in the field level who can provide technology. We must also understand that it's not possible that directly farmer can be made adept and in these technologies. Then there is need of service provider at farm level, field level, who can provide these services for you know to the farmers. So that is what is expected. And gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you must understand that you know the responsibility of country. You are at a age, always I say that by 2047 you will be in your 40s. You will be in your 40s, and country will depend on your expertise. Country will, if we are saying amrit kal, to amrit kal depends upon you. The self reliant India, that also depends upon you. And for that we have to work, let us say this smile from now only, that okay, so they are not simply students, they are one who are going to shoulder the responsibility of this country when the country will attain 100 years of its independence. So these are certain initial thought. Be practical, ask questions, don't take it, this should not be monologue. Please, it must be a discussion and interaction, so that you can learn anything. What we call always, no, remove the darkness. So knowledge is to dispel darkness. So darkness is in, if you are not understanding technology fully, then you ask, because there is, if then iota of darkness is there, get it dispelled, get it removed. That
Thank
should
you.
be, the
Right.
your approach. With this, these are the initial thought. I will keep on connecting on this platform. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
This I want to take this opportunity because we have a very great scientist here, Dr. Nagendra Kumar Singh, the top biotechnologist of the country. This is just a 2 minutes blessing to the students who have joined here. Let's
Yes.
have, they are the engineering students to whom Dr. Syed Ismail is training on new technologies. Just your just brief thought.
So, very good morning, everyone, and Dr. Ismail and all the participants. It is a pleasure to interact with you through this online mode. I'm,
Namaskar,
vis-
Nagendra ji.
I'm visiting here the Pravani Agriculture University uh, with Dr. Indramani ji, the Vice Chancellor. And yesterday we had a great interaction with the students from School of Biotechnology and Genetics and Plant Breeding at Latur Center. Also, excuse me, College of Agriculture, Latur. And this morning I visited this campus here. This is a great university, actually, very big campus, and all the infrastructure is there, and all the teachers and students, they are very enthusiastic. And my area of expertise is in the area of genomics. As you know that genomics is very important for doing genetic improvement in the crop plants, either through DNA marker
It
aided
is.
selection plant
Yes.
breeding or through genome editing. These are new areas of coming for genetic engineering, which can give a non-GM type of varieties without adding any foreign DNA. One can really improve the performance of the varieties. You can add the desired quality traits, resilience to stresses, and also improve the yield. So this is a future technology. Of course, the role of engineering is also very important. That is the another half is the management, uh,
Yes.
crop management, where how to grow the crops and
Ye-
using different modern tools and machineries and
ye-
agronomic practices. The other half, I'm working on the other half where the seed part. The seed has to be,
Yeah.
best, and the management also has to be best. Then only we get this
Thank you. We will
desired result.
invite you one day for a session. I think about
Sure. I will be
genomics is
very,
also in the line.
I
Think
will
about
be very,
genomics is also in the line.
I
On
will be very
seed
happy
seed
to.
production, yes. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sure. Thank you. It's well my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And best wishes to all of you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Indramani.
He is gone inside.
Okay, no problem.
something.
Thank you.
So he will join later. Okay, great.
Thank
Namaskar.
you. Okay, this was excellent wishes from the Honorable Vice Chancellor. We'll continue with the, like I told, the strength, weakness. We have the very large arable land, cultivated land. Asian cultivated land is really one of the largest in the world. We also have large research team. We have different type of climate and soil than many countries. We also have democratic advantage, which means a lot of youngsters. Youngsters are graduates and they want to learn and come into agriculture, which is now a deterrent for them because of the no technology available and no income available. We have large number of educational institutions in Asia, especially in India. We have a lot of institutions, and we also have a huge agricultural base, which means a lot of people are dependent on agriculture. What is our weaknesses? We work in silos. We will see that in the next slide. We will work in silos. I mean, we work independently. Agronomists work independent. Soil scientists work independent. And like you told, seed technologies, they work different altogether. We can see it. You can see it yourself when you go there. It is in the universities or outside. Even extension department, it's difficult, especially in some of the places, very complex. There is no collaboration. Educating farmers, yeah, our extension is trying out their best, but I think it is not sufficient. There is a gap, big gap. We can say many reasons for it because of the manpower less. But one of the important thing what we see is educating farmers. We need the new technologies to help them out, because even though, like recently I read about only 30% is the cell phone usage by farmers, even though 80-90% people have it, but only 30% use it. But still, it's a significant number. Monocropping is our problem. We use excess chemicals in water. We have poor infrastructure. For example, excepting the Indo-Gangetic plains, we don't have proper roads in farm roads. And many other, like even the electricity infrastructure is a bit challenging. Supporting policies is a big question. It's argumentable, but then the policies I told you from the first slide, it should be supporting to have healthy soil and water and nature for the next generation. So that has to evolve still. Lack of mechanization. Many people go to Europe or US and see and come and say, so everything done automatically. One man manages a farm of hundreds of acres. But it is the mechanization. Mechanization, not only machinery, mechanization of animal farm. Like India also we have a dozen of animals. Only some farmers are trying to make the structure for feeding in India, southern part I have seen. We really completely we forgotten the animal and fisheries section, also to automation. So opportunities. That brings us opportunity. Lot of variety of crops we have. Our strength is variety of crops. We have to use them. We have the supply of food throughout the year, not like the country's winter you don't have and summer only you get. We have great export potential. Okay, we have to improve the quality, standards, whatever maybe, but export potential is very great from Asia. And we have a very good chance to live a healthy life with a nutritious food, especially when you have the diversity. Our food, if you see, all we have, the original village food, very rich, nutrient rich. Threats, what we have right now, the threat is irreversible damage we have done to the soil. We have to reclaim back. The soil health is deteriorating slowly. We have to stop it. We have an import burden. You see, India, for example, imports vegetable oil only next to fossil fuels. It's a big problem. So certain countries import a lot of, like, I was shocked to see vegetables import. Nepal imports vegetables too. This is something we can stop. Agriculture has to stop the import burden. Of course, see the strength of, I don't say you should not import, you should not export. That is difficult because I also want to eat durian fruit, which come from Malaysia. Okay, people have a liking for different foods you want to eat. Yes, but there are locally grown crops must be promoted, and we have throughout Asia certain type of crops are ideal and they grow in that particular location and climate, everything with better growth. So we have to come to the state that we exchange actually the food rather than being a burden for our economics and livelihood. We have to give increased unemployment is a problem threat we have. So because of there are not enough village level work available, really, if we see. We can come through this. Let us see the next one. Current agriculture disciplines, what we have. Seed technology is very important. You see, seed, water, nutrient, that's all. The plant grows, of course, sunlight and whatever is required. Then you have soil science, agronomy, entomology, plant pathology, agriculture economics, agriculture extension, agriculture engineering, food technology, biotechnology, animal sciences, fisheries, horticulture, forestry. A simple example I will tell you, we'll see in detail afterwards in different sessions. But I think, for example, the wild animals intrusion is common in even Nepal also, and India, I know several places. They blame it on forestry, okay? I think there are many solutions which are adopted by locals, even in India. I think we have to learn that, the experience which are coming from there. So this current agriculture discipline so much separated out, if we join them together, how it will look like we have to see. We have a lot of interdisciplinary subjects we have. For example, precision farming, crop forecasting, AI tools in cultivation, harvesting, automatic watering, fertigation. Yet AWD is alternate wetting and drying, root zone application. You may not be aware, the youngsters, but we will let you know all these things are available already, tested, time tested, but not yet to implement most of them. Control environment agriculture, that is a polyhouses. They are partly successful, not much. Urban agriculture, there's another new one. Landscaping is what is very important, missing. Sugarcane mechanization, cotton, jute, horticultural crop mechanization. Spraying is another big area. Wild animal protection. This side, when you go, conservation agriculture, NRM activities, saline reclamation, animal management, poultry industry, fisheries industry, integrated farming, agroforestry, storage logistics, pre-processing, packaging, food processing, agriculture, machinery manufacturing, banking and rural development. These are interdisciplinary subjects. You see now the modern agriculture discipline, many countries, even in developed countries, have already changed. They don't have vertical silos anymore. For example, a project, if they want to do it, they don't have only agronomists or soil scientists doing for NRM activity. No. They call even a mechanical engineer, not necessarily agricultural engineer. They call a civil engineer. They form a team of expertise together to solve the problem in the field. We have to, youngsters, we have to know that one hand cannot clap. And for one finger, 5 fingers cannot be same length, yes. But 5 fingers, if you don't have, you cannot eat. We cannot hold anything. So by nature, we have to work together with other disciplines. Some of the things I given, globalization means economics is very important. Policy is important. It's always problem of agriculture, policies, economics. They don't have a knowledge of the rest of the area, really trying to affect us, actually. Now you have a system for small farms. Sociology is important. Very important. Small farms, when you go for what is male-female ratio, what about the underprivileged people or whatever it is, and tribal people, these are all very important. And law is very important because that's where the small farms require the law to be, because they don't know where to go for it. So this has to be given also. This is also one of the emerging technology. ICT systems can be used for it. Agriculture, life sciences, horticulture and forestry must come together. Plant protection, biology, crop science, food science. Then you come to crop, animal production, nutrition and health joined together. This is crop, animal, aquatic, veterinary, and include agrotourism. Agrotourism, for example, very good in some parts of Maharashtra and some parts of Assam. Smart farm, this is another word. IT, agricultural engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering. Just tell me how many of students you know why three-phase and single phase is used in the farm. Tell me solar pump, which pump you will select? Whether you will select a three-phase pump AC pump, or you want to buy a DC pump. These are all simple questions. And we don't know, all the people we don't know. And for example, even control in polyhouses, what type of cooling system we require, what type of accuracy we require, how to get them. There are so many questions, simple questions, which cannot be found answer from your AI agent. Where we will help you to give some practical, what is available, what you have to choose. Then you can go ahead and find out from AI agents, which is the way to optimize them. Green bioenvironmental, very important is environmental engineering. Environmental is part of agriculture. It's not only for industries. So agriculture is a part of environmental engineering, grassroots, because I told you, we spray all the chemicals only in the air, on the soil and water. That is the environment. And agricultural philosophy and ethics. This is another one is important. I think it's a bit complex right now to talk. We'll come back to that afterward. This is how for example, the China Agriculture University has adopted in Asia, just to give an example to you. Now, I will cover, because we have 20 minutes more. Innovation, everybody want to innovate. Okay, they say, I meet a lot of youngsters. Innovation is, yes, you want to improve address the current challenges, that is innovation. Invention, you cannot look for invention. It comes automatically. You invent by accident. Most of the inventions are done by accident. What we require innovation. So innovation means, for example, in agriculture domain, you need a domain knowledge. An IT person sitting there cannot design something for the field. For example, I have seen recently in Maharashtra, two of the sugar industries, I think Microsoft has taken and done, and a lot of talks. One of the meetings, I asked the question, is your advisory only increase the output? They told, no, sir, we have to give proper water and proper fertilizer. So that is that automation that bring the results. Advisories are only at the top of it. So we have to know, we have to domain expertise. Who will tell you how much water required for the sugarcane, when to apply? This is the question of agronomist, okay, joined together, soil scientist, all the people joined together. So this is how it works. And who will bring you the pump and pipes engineer? So this is how to give you example of how innovation you require domain expertise. So don't try to think you can design something out of domain easily. Now, this is one line we'll go off. We have a different hype and reality we have to identify. For example, drones are existing for almost, to my knowledge, 20 years in India, for especially marriage ceremonies or large ceremonies. Filming, we used it for video making, marriage ceremonies. And suddenly became a hype, so it will help like this. So any technology trigger, any new technology comes, suddenly everybody goes to expect so much out of the technology. Finally, after some time, when that doesn't work, they get delusions. I mean, I lost everything, it will not work. But it's not true. You have to see properly, and you have the enlightenment, you have the vision to understand real possibility, the strength of the particular technology will come. This is another curve about maybe 5 years old curve by some of the sites get taken. For example, Uber for tractors was thought as a peak. I don't think we have Uber for tractors. Till we are talking about rent-to-rent model for the tractors, where you can use 20% utilize the tractors which are already existing in the market. So this again, you require ICT or the latest technology, emerging technology required. We will cover this one by one slowly. Just to tell this idea is, don't worry about hype. Look at the real reality, what will come. Now, buzzwords of emergence will cover all these things: drones, robots, AI, machine learning, big data, blockchain, IoT, internet. This all comes applicability and limitation of technologies. How much time it takes to make, what is the effect of it, how much it costs, whether it's affordable or not, and whether it addresses current agriculture challenges. These two are important when you want to select a technology for a particular farm only, a region, or maybe a country, whatever we talk. Now, this I will leave this slide because of out of short time. I'll cover in the next lecture. We'll cover different types. This also will cover IoT applications. We'll cover in the next slide because of short of time, and think we'll cover in the next session. So now I'll come to teach you the important core of the point. What is machine learning? Okay, here you see, I like I promised you, I will try to explain you in a simple way that a school pass must understand. That is my challenge I have taken. Let me try. So, for example, this is a small curve that shows when you give nutrient fertilizer, the crop yield increases. Okay, you see the point A, point B, point C. Point A means no need to apply any nutrient because the soil already has. For example, you put anything seed in the soil, it will grow. So it has some nutrients already soil. So that grows up to their crop yield with no fertilizer. Here written there with no fertilizer. Then when you add more fertilizer, it goes on increasing. So, and then when you come to the maximum, if you apply more than that, yield will reduce. The same with water also. Okay. It's a very similar pattern. Nature always goes on this curve form. I think mathematical people will understand. We will not go to it. Similar, I think you can see. So now what we do is, for example, I want to, this, how do you know A, B, C? I have one field, I apply A plus some amount of nutrient, then A plus increase the nutrient a little bit more and measure what is the output crop. Like this, I make different points on this curve. Then only I draw the curve. So once I got the curve for that field, if somebody comes and asks me, I'm going to give X nutrient, what should be the yield? Sure, I can go from nutrient supply and take the yield from this curve. I hope you understand this. This is very simple. If I give a simple line, if you talk 10 kg new fertilizer I put here, I'll get 100 kg output. So 20 kg is 200 kg. So how much it is 15 kg? You can calculate simple. This is very simple. This is how it is done. All if you look at the machine learning, we'll see later on how this is done. This is the exact principle. Here you see, for example, same field data collection. It is done at different points and they draw a curve and then interpret when you have how much is the fertilizer given, how much the yield comes. And this we call as regression analysis in statistics. All the agriculture students must study statistics. We had it in the BE also. So you have a regression analysis. There's nothing but regression analysis in the machine. Most of the part of machine learning is only regression analysis. It's only the words added to it, addition to it. So if you know statistics a little bit, your statistical package. But what has been done in machine learning is improving that formula better with a lot of experience. That's the only thing. Suppose I got this nitrogen, fertilizer application and yield data from different fields, then I can get a better experience of if I give which field, which data, I can interpret and tell. That is how the whole of this regression analysis works. So when you we'll see some example today. So different regressions are there, linear regression, polynomial, support vector. These are all just confusing terminology. You can read by yourself on the, you can read yourself on the net or anything you find out, types of regression, very easy to understand for anyone. For example, logistic regression is a fruit mango or not. So that will tell from there, looking at that particular mango or not. Now, how will I find out, for example, weight of mango, a different fruit I can put, size of the fruit I can put, different parameters I can put, take the data and finally tell whether this is yes or no. That is a logical. Same way, they're different of that comes random forest. This all, if we start explaining, we will explain. If required, you put in the comments. We'll have one session for it, specially courses. But in this group, there will be a lot of people who may be knowing it also. So we'll divide this group. Those who want to learn, we will teach that also. Now, soil variations come, a lot of soil type. Now, added to not only nutrient, for example of different type of soils will be there, fertilizer applied, clay soil, loamy soil, we collect the data. Multiple nutrients also we want to take. What is the NPK? You want to go. All three nutrients I vary and find out. And I want to find out tomorrow this much N I will put, this much P I'll put. What is the output will come? That is what your model gives. The output is an estimate of what are the inputs you are giving. For that, what should be the output? That is all your machine learning models. Now, this is a multiple NPK variation. These are all taken from different sources. Different curves, points are plotted for different type of amount of input, different stages of them before so many days after transplanting. And this is temporal variations, period. Last year, next year, second year, third year, fourth year, same field may, what are the variations come? Now, I would like to tell you here, this is very important to understand neural network. Okay, this also you can understand very easily if you spend 5 minutes with me. See, I have here in nitrogen, phosphorus, and many other things, and boron, for example. Boron is used, for example, in banana. If you people don't aware of it, this is very important. You guys must know agronomy, everything to really work on it. And it's very easy subjects to learn. You just imagine agronomy, 3 books if you read, you can get a grasp of it if you're already in agricultural domain. Now, what I do, a particular output, that's the yield, depends on nitrogen. Let us say nitrogen, I give 0.2% weightage. 0.2 multiplied by whatever kg, I multiply 0.2. And potash, I put with 0.1. Boron, I put 0.01, for example. Then I add all these values and then multiply by a factor. Activation is multiplied by a factor. That gives the kilograms. Okay, I make a small. Now I take an example exactly in the field data. I fit in the value here, multiply by this factor of multiplication. They are called weights. You multiply nitrogen with this factor, W1, next one W2, and this one weight. Then sum all of them, add some minus or plus. Okay, that is the formula here. Some minus to offset. This is a simple formula, school algebra formula. So you offset it, then you try to multiply with the factor to convert to how much kilogram of output has come. Yield, you can estimate the yield. Now, when you put the data like this for thousands of field you have data, then in future, you will find out when I give only N and P, no need whatever it is, what the N you vary or P you vary, you can find out what is the output. So this particular one is called a perceptron. It is like our brain also works exactly like this. A small, in brain also we have a cell we call perceptron, perception, what we call. This particular cell says it takes this input, that input. This gives some idea infection, some idea. For example, it gives, let me put, this one not give the direct yield, but it gives the stem growth. Let me put that. Stem growth is the this particular perceptron. There will be one more perceptron which will give you leaf growth. There is another one perceptron, for example, flower growth. So all these perceptron requires a different type of NPB ratios. And then finally, all these perceptrons in the second level, what I told you, second level like stem growth, leaf growth, flowering growth, etc., they produce the yield out. So that is called neural network. So you have different, for example, perceptrons. Here, for example, inlet layer written their perceptron. See here, for example, given example again, input 1, input 2, and this sum and the output. This is just a neural network example. You don't get confused now. It's a perceptron, very simple. One perceptron is one node inside a big mess of items, which gives the output. Because the plant also divided root, stem, flower, everything else it is. So this is another one of water content, compactness, salt content is a structural yield strength for it. You have another model coming, rainfall, maximum minimum temperature. This is very important actually. With this, you can make the complete modeling for evapotranspiration. I know in Chandigarh, in Ludhiana, somebody was talking about they are doing. They want to know only minimum, maximum temperature only. They can find out how much is the evapotranspiration. Okay, and this is what water consumption, applying is rainfall, and you can find out the groundnut yield. Now, this is another one, irrigation level and nitrogen doses. Here you see, for example, this one gives the yield estimate, minimum temperature, maximum temperature. These are all from the practical work people have done. So if you understand the inputs, variation only comes output. We will see it. Here is another one, rainfall temperature insecticides. Sorry. Now, this is another one. I will put share all these slides with you on the group. We have a group. I will share with you. This is about drone, for example, what is the flow rate will come from drone based on temperature, wind speed, intersection angle, flight, attitude, distance, nozzle type. All these things, this is the how to make a UAV based, I mean drone based, how to define. Right side, you see it's statistics Pearson correlation. Pearson correlation is same like, Pearson correlation is exactly same like your neural networks. This is another way of form of representation. Now, actually, regression machine learning predictions from statistical mathematical models. Identification, classification, sorting, weeds, pest estimation, all this can be done. We will cover artificial intelligence in the next sessions. Now, machine learning can be used crop monitoring, predictive analysis, heat optimization, precision agriculture, livestock monitoring, supply chain optimization, crop disease detection, market forecasting. Now, deep learning is a neural network. We will see the next one again, a bit detail on it. And one of the example is weed detection and management, for example. Weed you can find, and they're already using weed to apply, it's a trial actually, on laser to kill the weeds by understanding the weed detection. Now, I would like, this is a conventional neural network model. This is for tobacco crab. See, model name is Ola V5. Somebody will explain you now soon. The soybean pest insects. You see, they have taken 9,370 boxes. This is called annotation. You take photograph and tell what disease. Then only your statistical model will take it. Okay, you have to do this annotation. This is the most tedious job, which we call as a data set. I would request now Engineer Setu to explain this particular data set collection and the model created for you to understand. Setu?
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. So today I will show you how artificial intelligence and computer vision are used to teach machine to see and understand images. In this case, simply to see what fruits are there and are they raw or ripe. So is it a banana or is it a mango? And is it raw or is it ripe? So just like a student learns from the book and practices, a computer also needs data, training, and then it gives result. Training is learning. Inference is using that learning in the real field. So in this first slide, this code is used to import libraries for handling files, visualization, image processing, network, and other mathematical operations. Can you go on to the next slide? Yes, this is creating the dataset folders. Before teaching begins, we must organize our study material. We create folders for training images and then testing images. It is similar to testing the students with new questions, not the same ones used in the class. So this code creates directories, file and folders and organizes the file structure. Next slide. Can you go to the previous slide? Checking annotation one. Previous slide. Next slide, next slide. Just stop it. So checking annotation and labels. Here we check whether our data is correctly labeled or not. So for example, where there is leaf, fruit, disease, pot, or ripe fruit or raw fruit, we draw boxes around them. It labels, if the labels are wrong, then the AI will learn the wrong way. Next slide. Yes, so this slide is helper functions. So these are small supporting tools. They help us to read the images, load data, prepare input, and manage the process smoothly. Think of them like farm tools necessary to grow crops efficiently. Next slide. Importing YOLO. So this is the brain of the whole model. We bring in the brain. For simplicity, we use an industrial standard ready-made model that already understands common object because it was trained on billions of images. Here, we fine-tune it for our application. Next slide. So this is simple class information. Here we tell the model where the images are and what categories do they belong to. For example, in our case, we have it like raw banana, raw mango, ripe mango. So any class we can have it informed. Without this, the model will not know what to study. Next slide. Yes, the training process. So now the real learning happens. So the model sees the images again and again. These repetition are called epochs. So more the practice improves, the learning improves. So additionally, we use GPU, a graphic processing unit, for making this process faster. Next slide. Visualizing model. Yep. So once visualizing model, yes. Next slide, next slide. Next slide. Next slide, please. Yeah, this one. So once we are done with the training model, we validate and visualize the result. After the training, we must verify. We are given with new images and check whether the AI finds the mango or banana correctly. This builds trust before we use it in the real application. So in conclusion, the final testing and the results are used using the test image dataset that we have formed. We can see the outcome the system can detect, classify, and ultimately support the decision making system. Thank you.
Thank you, Setu. We'll take another 3-4 minutes only to conclude. But as you saw, Setu, this particular one was developed in a couple of hours, I think, by Setu. That also before maybe in a year. You see, you have seen all these things, but you see the first, how much you give actually, only few lines. You don't need programming experience at all to do this. This is using, for example, Google Colab. They are freely available. Okay, free available utility. Everybody can go inside. What you have to do is you have to work on the data set. Now, we have not talked about convolutional system, what we call CNN, neural networks, but I gave an example to you. Next time we will cover that graphic image how this works. This time I told you only about regression. This also does regression, but not with number. Okay, previous case we saw with the nitrogen and the yield with the numbers, figures. This uses images. So there is slight difference of it. We will learn that in the next session. But all I want to say here is to you is only 4-5 lines you have to know that whatever is written there, you just copy and paste it, everything works. So you no need for you to learn a specific language system and all to use it. Just get a small training and that is enough for you. But you have to concentrate on the data set, what you make, what he explained to you, actually, that is a more critical actually, to give the data set like this, how to give the annotation for the data set. You take pictures and properly identify and write it. This without data set, your model will be hopeless. You see, most of the models is 78%, 79%, 99%. This approximation. It's approximation. There's no 100% sure. So what is it? Machine learning means it learns from different. The parameter of weightage is getting changed slightly, minutely, based on different data. And that makes a lot of difference. So that only mathematical equation for you, those who don't understand computer science. Otherwise, we call as a model. Both are same. You need not understand the a plus b plus c square plus dx dy. You need not understand all those things. But that is available to you. Just put, I want to use this. I want to give this inputs. I want to see the output. That's all you have to do. Where it is useful? Sorting, fruit sorting, vegetable sorting. Anywhere you can use it. You know, this particular system was done with approximately 3,500 rupees camera and the whole system. Okay. That's the cost of this. So you can get similar, less than 5,000 rupees you can get. You don't require a very high specification cameras. And industry you can implement sorting, grading, identification, box counting, plant counting. These are all very common. You can do it. We'll try to organize those interested. You post in the group. Those interested, in a couple of days, we'll find out, make different groups and teach them what they require specifically instead of common. These sessions will continue as a common program, but those who want to learn specifically will make different groups, and we have a team of people who can help. Now, to conclude, I will try to say what we should learn. So we have to estimate needs of crop inputs, how to apply water and fertilizer efficiently. We are not gone to it. How the emerging technologies can help. Rotation of crops and sorry, spelling mistake is there. Integrated pest management. Then minimum tillage, preserving soil. Electrical and other power systems we have to learn about in the form, how to select. Understand how they work, how to select. You need not design them. Those who are not engineers no need to design them. Same way, engineers, you understand what type of pest is there and what is the how many days it takes and what is the effect of it without designing spraying systems. Same way, you understand how the fertilizer must be applied, when to be applied. For example, drones can work only when the canopy is good. That means when the tree or leaves are completely surrounded. Otherwise, drone will spray on the soil only if the crop is in the young stage. So we have to understand as engineer, we cannot just say it sprays it. So this is required. That's what I'm saying. We require collaborative work. We have to learn about a lot of selection of prime movers. How do they select electric vehicles? What is the specifications? How to read it? Sensors. What sensors are used? What is the embedded control? General knowledge we require. And two things I divide actually. Knowledge and resources, we have crop specific, we must know. For example, cotton, soybean, which are all the things we have to know. Crop specific, you have to go instead of generic. Land specific also. Whether you using, for example, sodic soils in Maharashtra, that belt what I will do, other belt, hillside what I will do, and coastal side what I will do. This is very important landscape specific. Integrated farming is really important if you want to help the small scale farmers. Integrated farming, you try to see how the technology, emerging technology will come. Challenges based. Challenges, we have climate, for example, challenge. Rains intermittently when we don't want it rains, sometimes when we want doesn't rain, and temperature, all the variations, soil damage, all the challenges based we will do. We will cover in the next sessions drones, robots, GIS, computer science, ICT, LLM, all. The list continues. I'm sorry for late today, but yes, first day we have a lot of well wishes for the program, so it took long time. Next time we will see to it. We have more content inside, so we'll intimate you in the group. Those who are not in the group, please join the group, where we will share all the information and plus divide into different groups for the further work. So now any questions are there? Anybody has posted? Mr. Vijay or Setu? Anybody has? We can spend 2 minutes.
No questions.
Okay. So
No questions.
okay. So I like to thank all of you.
Hello? Yeah.
Yes, please go ahead.
Well, I want to congratulate you and the team. I think you have given a very good exposure. What is all broad topics you are going to cover. So I hope it should help. People should look forward to listening to you more and other experts too. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Sachin More,
Yes, sir. Yeah.
please.
As sir rightly stated that I am thankful from UNMQ Parvani. I have kept one request in chat box. So few of the students know from PG Agriculture Economics, they are also here. And the use of this machine learning, especially in agriculture economics, we are using regression-based models with the help of our time series modeling.
Yes.
Right. So it will be very grateful to you, sir, if you explain the machine learning models, especially for forecasting, and if you plan some special lecture or some type of one or two hands-on, we will appreciate, sir. Thank you.
That'll be great. I think economics is very important. We have a
Yeah.
lot of I have a lot of plans for economics to call, and especially even the crop estimation is a big problem
Yes, sir.
because that's the government. I know in Delhi people are asking me where you get the data. I mean, this is I'm not I'm interacting with a lot of institutions like Triple IT, from technology institutes and agriculture
Right.
institutions. I think
Right.
economics has to be actually emphasized more
Yeah.
because and that unfortunately economics has been standing away from the main cycle. We will integrate now together.
Thank you.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Hello,
Thank you.
Yes, please. Anybody else? Go ahead.
you are not audible, sir.
Somebody, I am audible. Yes.
Yeah, sir.
Somebody raise the voice. Please go ahead.
Your voice is very clear.
No, but somebody told me.
Yeah.
Okay. If no other questions,
No.
any suggestions?
Yeah. Sir, are you putting the slides on the group? No?
Yes, tomorrow.
Yeah. No.
And this recording also will be put on the YouTube permanently, training
Yes.
program, so people can see it, others.
So with your permission, what I do that on our university website, no, we are creating Professor of Practice page 1.
You can.
Yeah.
I will give you the recordings also. If you can put it there.
So I will put that link on that under your
Yes.
name. Yeah.
Yes.
Course
No
under
problem.
your
No,
name. Yeah.
no problem. We'll give you the link, everything. We'll give you. You can also put it there. Absolutely no problem.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Right.
Okay. So thank you very much for all of you. Till next time. See you in the group. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.